What's up, my people? This is powering wake up movement, and I'm encouraging my people to wake up, to wake up. I'm inspiring my people to wake up, I'm encouraging my people to wake up, to be radical thinkers for a changed mindset. Change your mindset. This is a self-help program. Self-help program. We're building ourselves so we can heal ourselves, but we must wake up so we can work on rebuilding ourselves for self-help. Because we are tribal people. Something happened to us, and you must know what happened to us. You must answer your how and why. We fight and kill each other. You must answer the questions of how we are intentionally getting held back and behind in life, why we're on the bottom when we come down to financial, why we have so many problems in our broken community. But issues. Uh, the Minnesota, I believe the brother name is Ahmad. He got bit by some dogs, and the story is crazy. Guess his body was found the next day. The body was scratch marks, and he was mowed down by some dogs. You know, it, the what I came across on Instagram from this female talking about it, it was too graphic. I ain't about to even try to show y'all because that the family is showing it. The brother was killed, and they saying his body was just in a river or something like that. Happened in Minnesota. You can pull it up. Ahmad, I believe his last name, Khalil Ahmad, and it's obvious the police did this, and they already trying to cover it up. It happened on the 26th, 27th of February, and it's crazy. And I put it up on YouTube. And they got the Black Lives Matter organization there. You'll think, I know our people is in a bad place where we don't have much people or a lot of solutions or ways to go for support and what we need help. So we go to any organization to a certain extent. But you pull up Black Lives Matter, what they have done, and this show they got a lot of money, and they've been trying to buy houses for themselves. It's showing that this organization is corrupt. To even say it's organization, I have not seen them do nothing besides do the protests. And I don't want to knock nobody for us that's willing to stand up to make a difference, but they said they got like 100,000, 100 million, and it's been two different times they were trying to buy houses. We need institutions so we can work on our knowledge, so we can work on rebuilding ourselves to be healing ourselves. This is what powerinc's about. Getting us to wake up so we can change our logic, to change our tactics, to change our environment. This is the main problem with us as people. It's 100%, I say. But this is a sad story, and the family most likely reached out or Black Lives Matter, they there. But I'm just trying to understand why these people or Black Lives organization really ain't done nothing positive with all this stupid money. It was a protest here in Kansas City. I went to one. I had to go check it out because I was, willing to stand up for us as people. And then this is a while ago, obviously, and I see the obvious. We got other groups of race of people in our fight, and this, I believe, is the problem with that organization. That's why they don't have a strong punch, and they ain't really made an impact because they got other people in their organization. It's a report you could pull up by this FBI agent that was in Denver, and he had a hearse with guns. You could pull it up, and he's undercover and trying to get that organization to fight with bullets. And y'all got to understand, we have no allies, we have no friends as a group of people. You got to understand our history and what intentionally been done to us, how we cannot trust nobody. Nobody. If we're gonna make a true change, it's gonna come from us, the people, the black and dark skinned people. When we have people in our own camps, we gotta look out for it. This is facts. Because when I was out there, I seen a lot of other people that's mixed, white, you name it, putting up the fist, saying Black Lives Matter. You know, it was some Black Panthers too. I mean, I mess with anybody that's willing to stand up for us as people, but us as people got to be about this fight. And if any other group and race of people want to help us out, they need to get their group of people, they white people, they Asian people, they Chinese people, and come together and do it in another way so we can work on us in our own way. Because we got to save us as people. We can't expect nobody to do it for us. Now, we'll take this as support because we all as people in general need to come together. But within us as a group, we got to fix and work on us. And we know we got some bootlicking coons that we can't trust. We got some sellouts that we can't trust. We got people that don't give a damn about who they are and not willing to stand up and turn their backs on themselves and turn their backs on their people. This is why we must save ourselves. Like with that organization, Endeavor, with this FBI agent, he was a white man. Well, it just show you where we can't trust him. And it show you when we use our old logic and the old program, they use the same old tactics that they took down their leaders before. And we can all, what I'm encouraging, we all can lead this movement as people in our own lanes and come together as one, as a group of people. Because we're all is getting conquered in this system as a group of people. We cannot keep on playing this game in this way and think we're going to get something done trying to trust other groups of people. We cannot. And this keeps showing. That organization got $100 million. Man, you got to be kidding me. I'm busting my butt working. I'm doing everything possible to do what I can do with Force and Power Inc. And I'm about everything. I got kids, and I'm bringing my kids within this movement and my queen and everybody that I know in general to make this change for us as people, for us to really make a movement and make a change for us as people. We be in the neighborhoods picking up trash. We communicate with people, encouraging them to wake up for change, encourage them to change their mindset. On a t-shirt, get a t-shirt to show unity, powerusnow.com. And it's really mind-boggling to me for this organization to have so much money and for people to still to be behind them to a certain extent. You know, we can't trust them. We got people. It's already showing that they let people in their camp that we know we cannot trust. They got all this money and you got homeless everywhere. You got empty buildings everywhere. We need an institution, somewhere where we can go and work on our knowledge, where we can work on rebuilding and healing ourselves as people. We work on reprogramming ourselves as people. Work on the trauma that's done happened to us as people. This is what power would do. This is what Power Inc. will do. This is what we're about. This is a self-help program where we work on rebuilding ourselves to heal ourselves and change our program so we can really make the change as people. We must do it. I mean, you pull it up and go check out. That's the first thing I ask, like, what has that organization done? And they tell you all the dirty things they've been trying to do. You know, buy houses and how they have not done nothing. And I really didn't dig all into it. I just seen obvious what I came across before. And to see this family has already got that organization in, it seemed like they about the money. Like the dude Ben Crump, the lawyer, he's a brother. What's he doing with his money? I'm gonna check into that because that's just my curiosity. You know, he's filthy rich. You know, he could be making a difference for us within our communities. You know, it just a community. Nobody expecting a handout. We need a building where we can work on rebuilding, self-healing. Because that's my main focus. Getting people to wake up so we can address our problems, change our program. You know, We have been conditioned to self-hate each other. We have been conditioned within this program to fight each other. And it's our mindset. It's our program that been programmed in us to how we move. People, you don't know your history to understand what was intentionally done to us. We are POWs. When they drug us over here, they were snatching our identity from us, snatching our culture from us, snatching our history from us, snatching our religion from us, and then fed it right back to us. We are programmed. POW. This is our problem. People talking about drugs. It ain't the drugs. It's how we think. You know, we still using the same old tactics, and we got all this technology. It's 2023. Just open your eyes. Open your mind. Observe. Analyze. Seek the knowledge. The lack of knowledge is lack of power. We're lacking in power. We all can be leaders, and this is how we're going to improve as people. Be awakened for a change. Change your mindset. Reprogram yourself. You got to know your history, what was intentionally done to us. You got to understand this, people. Harriet Tubman said it. She could have freed so many, but they didn't even realize. They just thought that was just a way of life. And there's people to this very day that think this is just how it is, just this way of life. I see it in my comments. I get more people that backlash and really think we can't make a change, we can't make a difference. But I refuse to go along with this system. It's going to be demolished and broken because we choose to stand up to fight back, or we're going to go along to get along, and we're going to keep on failing. We got people in leadership around the globe that's failing us as people. We're the mental crisis going around as people. Everybody, everywhere. Mental crisis. We're mentally programmed to self-hate each other. And we got these clowns in position, controlling the world. They busy bickering and fighting each other over the dumbest things. Over resources and everything else. And we the people must wake up. Wake up, my people. We must rebuild and re-heal and reprogram ourselves. Wake up. So many issues. Let me play this other video. I'm just going to play it off my phone.
On fucking TikTok to find out this fucking bullshit. For those of y'all who don't know what the fuck is going on in the state of Mississippi, they are trying to pass a law to reinstate the Jim Crow laws. Let me say this one more time for the people who did not motherfucking hear me. They are trying to reinstate the Jim Crow laws. And for all you who are young and y'all don't know what the Jim Crow laws are, look up the story of Emmett Till. Enough motherfucking said. That brings me to my next motherfucking statement, and it's sad as fuck that I even gotta say this shit. We cannot depend on the motherfucking government for help. Because look what the fuck the government is allowing to fucking happen, bro. We cannot depend on the fucking cops for help. We can't even depend on the black cops for help. Rest in peace to old boy. I forgot his name. So with that being said, this is a message to all you
I feel the frustration, but come on, people. Mindset. The old logic, the old program we're still using. You cannot, we are, the gangs is not our army. We don't have one. Us, the people, we must wake up to build one. But we cannot unite as a group of people until we change the program, reprogram ourselves so we can stop fighting each other and stop hating ourselves to hate each other. The gangs is not going to do it. We got to work on our individual selves and reprogram and do some homework, soul searching, self-knowledge, self-awareness, your history, your culture. We got to work on embracing who we are as individuals. Because once you understand who you are, we can come together as a people. Because we better understand each other, black first. I come across people a lot of times, they don't understand be one, black first. I come across people a lot of times, you can't even talk to them about being awoke, being awakened. Because they so content going to the misguided churches on a Sunday. And the churches are divided. Individualism. But we really not opening our eyes. It's like we're in a coma, sleep. We're not realizing that we must change our logic, change the program, change us as individuals, self-love each other. Because we got so much hate in our own community. The Jim Crow laws, man, they can keep passing all these laws, man. Our biggest problem is fighting each other. How do us people think we're going to fight anything else if we busy fighting each other? Are we arguing with each other? T.I., Bootsy, these rappers, these bloggers be arguing with each other. I mean, it's so much bickering, one side than the other side. You know, we still celebrating holidays. You know, the rappers are still killing each other. You know, we just got so much toxic that's going on with ourselves as people. And we ain't woke up to rebuild, to self-heal ourselves as people. We can't change and fight nothing if we don't change our program, if we don't change the way we think, if we don't change our thoughts, if we don't be radical thinkers. If we don't change our philosophy of how we think, we're using the same old logic, the same old program, and we're getting the same old results. Peaceful protests, the Black Lives Matter, why are they still even around? We should be sitting back with all the money they get and let them do something. I'm not a big talker. I'm not a blogger. I'm just doing this to get us to wake up, to touch people. I'm encouraging you to wake up so you can change for within yourself. I'm encouraging you to be the radical thinker to change your mindset. You got to see it yourself. They say it's a 1% of us as people that's woke and awakened. I'm hoping that I can change that. I hope I can reach some people that just don't know no better. I just don't see it because I didn't see it until I stood up. I was willing to stand up before I even woke up. And I just start doing my research. And that's why I say we can do this as people, do our research and work on transforming as people to change our mindset. This is how we're going to change our environment. This is how we're going to change our lives. This is how we're going to change the game. We must change lanes and unite as people. We must do this. You got to understand, my people. We cannot expect other people to do it if they still using the same old program. They still using the same old mindset. This is why we must change as people, and hopefully it'll start passing on. Hopefully people start understanding it and getting an idea what we need to do. Pick up books, research, study, study. Work on your history, work on your culture, work on your identity, work on your blackness, work on embracing your love, work on your inner peace, work on your identity so you can see who you are and understand who you are. Then you won't have that hate in you to hate nobody else. You better embrace another brother or sister because you know who you are. We're at identity crisis. We have been programmed to self-hate ourselves, to self-hate each other. I've seen enough in society and life. I know this is our problem. You got to know the history and what intentionally been done to us to understand what happened to us, because something happened to us. The programming of us. The plantation, there wasn't no gate around that plantation. You know, every now and then somebody break free, rebellion. Then you had a house nigga be selling out his own people. Then we had some of our own people enslaving some of their own people. Y'all got to understand how we've been programmed to go along with the program. It's just so much going on. You got to see it for yourself. That's why I'm encouraging you to be awakened. You got to know how we get to these times. How can another human being choke the life out of another human being like George Floyd? Know your history. If you know what happened in 1917 East St. Louis, they was throwing babies in the air and shooting them down. They was taking babies, kids, throwing them back into the house fire. Same thing that I came across in Tulsa, Oklahoma, taking people, throwing them back in the burning house. Know about 1637. The Pequot people, our people. The day of killing. That's where Thanksgiving come from. They was thankful of killing us as African people. Smelling the burning flesh miles away. You got to understand when they lynched us, how they were smiling and happy. You got to know your history. Because we are gifted people. They say if you want to hide something, put it in the book. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of knowledge that's in books. But most books you got to buy, they're not expensive. But you got to be willing to seek the knowledge. Look at some videos on YouTube. A lot of this stuff is free. It's right in our hands. You got a computer in the palm of your hand. We can change the world if we wake up, but we got to change ourselves, our logic, and our way of thinking. Reprogram ourselves. It's only how anything's going to change on our out. We must work on ourselves, on our inner peace inside our own house. This is why they're still pushing the lies in schools. That's the reason why they want to take history out. Y'all got to understand what history holds. It tells you who those people are. And it tells you who we were and what we went through. And how we're trauma people. It shows every day. I was there too. I didn't see it. We're trauma people. Y'all got to understand what happened after slavery. We was getting lynched. They were still kidnapping us. Killing us. Doing the most awful things to us. What happened after that? Did we ever have a time to rebuild? Did we ever have counseling? Did it? Have we ever addressed the trauma? We just moved on. All these race massacres that happen around the damn country, massive grave sites. We Tulsa, Oklahoma. You know what? We demand so much as people. We have so many reasons to be united as people from what they done to us for so long and what they still doing to us. Because we choose to be divided. Just wake up. Let's just observe your life and observe what's going on around us. They talk about more political talk and voting than issues in society. People fighting and killing. A mental crisis going on. All these mass shootings. They act like it's not a big deal, but us as the people must wake up to save us as people. We must save us. We are killing and fighting each other because we're damaged. And the people in position don't give a damn. Our kids, they depend on us. We're so divided as people. We need to be more united as people so we can do for each other. We got them clowns in position to hold that position because it benefits them. I'm pretty sure majority of them don't even get along, but they all 50 rich. That's why they go along with that system. That system not benefiting us. Wake up, people. Don't expect the gangsters gonna come out and defend us. We must, as people, wake up. People in general. The gangsters too. Must change our mindset, reprogram ourselves. We have been brainwashed. People don't like to hear. I was there too. I was brainwashed too. Watching all the sports, not really acknowledging black problems, not understanding redlining and the crack epidemic. You go back in history, you understand everything it'll clear your vision, your insight of how we still at the bottom as people to this very day. I know for a fact we can change the world if we stop being held back. We have special, unique powers as people. But you wouldn't notice. You wouldn't notice if you knew your history. If you really knew who you are. You wouldn't know the gifts that you really had if you knew your history. You wouldn't know what the majority of people could do if you stop allowing yourself to be held back, working for all these other people while the most gifted people is getting held back. We can't depend on nobody to save us. These people in position, man, they'll blow up the damn world fighting each other. Us as people must save us as people. We must do this. We must change the program. We must change the system. But we can't do nothing if we're still using the old program, the same old logic. And they're going to keep on using the same old tactics against us. Facts. I'm trying to give you insight what's going on. We got to change us. We got to reprogram ourselves. That's the problem. This is powerinc Wake Up Movement. I'm encouraging my people to be radical thinkers for a changed mindset. This is a self-help program for rebuilding and self-healing. Reprogram your mind so you can understand why and how we are so behind. Reprogram and open your eyes and analyze. We've been robbed of the potential of a beautiful life. You won't see it unless you eyes, open your mind, change your logic, change your mindset for a change environment. I'm your power brother, and I'm encouraging you to be awakened to make a change for within your soul, your mind, and body and heart. I am your power brother. Be a subscriber, like my videos, or get a t-shirt. Watch me make a difference. I can't speak for anybody else. I support any organization that's willing to stand up and make a difference. But I tell you right now, there's a lot of people out here that are trying to get the bag. This is why we losing. This is why these clowns in position fighting. They'll blow up the world when us as people in jeopardy. Wake up, people. Change your program. Go watch The Matrix and really take your time and look at The Matrix, the red pill or the blue pill. You got to see it for yourself. I didn't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to encourage my people. Read some books. Do some homework so we can really change as people. So we really can break this system. The system don't benefit us. That's why the lies they tell benefits the people that's telling it. Facts. Issues. Gonna keep on getting the same old problems. Using the same old mind, the same old program, the same old logic, with the same old tactics. Peaceful protesting. I ain't encouraging nobody to do no violence, but I'm encouraging you to wake up, know your history, to know what we must do as people. Reprogram ourselves, reprogram, reset, change your mindset. And I'm out. Until next time, get a t-shirt, powerusnow.com to show unity or support. Till next time, protect each other, unite with each other, be power.